Hello guys, my name is Diego Pacheco and this is a Go video. In this video I want to talk about GoZero, which is an interesting framework that allows us to build services and microservices in Go language. So let's get started. So here I have a simple PLC I made, and here I'm going to show you how you can get started. So first of all, you need to install GoZero, and we're going to install with the classical GoGet. If you have earlier than 1.15, you need to do Go 11 module 1 and then do the GoGet, right? With that, you install GoZero. Then use GoZero to create an API, and from that API, we're gonna generate some source code. And you do that by these commands, and then you're gonna open the folder, and you're gonna run go mod init, go mod td, and finally you can run the application with this command, and you can do a CURL. All right, so first let's see this in action. I open the Grid application. I'm gonna run the Go application here, pointing to the YAML, and here in another console I can make HTTP call with curl, and let's take a look. There we go. It works. We can see the message from the server, hello, and 200 is all good. And now that we see that the application is working, let's open my VS Code and let's take a look on the application code that was generated for us. So in the Grid folder, we have the etc, where we have our YAML that defines the API. Basically here we have the name of the API, the host, and the port for the server. And then in the internal folder, there's a bunch of subfolders for specific things on the application. So on config, we have configuration. So if look config Go, it's just a vanilla config object here. There's nothing much special right now, but we could add other configurations we need. Handlers were like part of the core of the application. So we need to have this Grid handler. This was all generated for us, right? So this hooks the HTTP request with a Grid logic, and we also have routes.go, and routes is used to map handlers with HTTP path. So here you can see that we have this path /grid/from and then name, and that links to a handler, the Grid handler. Okay, and then logic, we have Grid logic. So logic, you could see this as sort of your controller. That's where you're gonna have request and response, and you're gonna do something. So here's actually some processing, and I am returning a message here, hello, right? Finally, we have service. So there's a service context where we could put some objects here, helpers and things we might need to execute our logic. And finally, there's types, which is sort of like the contract. In our case here, request and response. We can see here that for the request, you can either pass values you or me, and that's the only acceptable values. And here we have the grid.go, where we parse the flags. So we're expecting to parse the path to the YAML file. Then we create a config, we load the config, we create a service context, we create a service, we register handlers, and we run the service, right? And keep in mind that GoZero generates all that structure for us. So it's pretty minimal, but it is at the same time very efficient. Let me run again. And here I was explaining like it could be even me or you, but you see how it works. If I type something else like else, you see it will not work because else is not a valid part of the contract values. All right. So this is GoZero, an interesting framework so they can help you to build services and microservices in Go language. So I hope you guys like it. See you guys next time. Take care. Cheers.